Holy potatoes! We're in space? Greetings and welcome to this brand new series on my channel. I'm KatherineOfSky, and I want to say firstly a big thank you to Daylight Studios. They are the developer of the game and they gave me a key so that I could play it for you today. The game is published by Daedalic Entertainment, and basically it's been compared to FTL in certain ways, and it's also a successor to the studio's first title, Holy Potatoes. It's a weapon shop, which I happen to have an extra key from the developers that I can give to one of you guys. So if you're interested in getting a key for Holy Potatoes, it's a weapon shop, do please leave a comment under my comment, the very first comment that's pinned below, and I'll do a random number drawing and give it away. But anyway, I'm really excited to begin this game, so let's start a brand new game. Alright, yes, we're going to proceed. I did play this game about an hour or so just to get a handle of the controls and see what it's about and that kind of thing. So I think we're going to go with normal mode. Now there's also couch potato mode where you have an infinite time because there are certain goals that you need to achieve within time limits, but that is available for infinite souls, which is the time measurement. No achievements, good for some casual fun. Right, so we're going to go normal mode. Click yes. Alright. Okay, we both know the tutorial can be a drag. Do you want to skip it? I am not going to skip the tutorial because it's really informative and I want you guys to see all the cutscenes and stuff like that. This is young Hal. There is no escape, old friend. You don't get to call me that anymore, Hal. Can't you see what I'm trying to do, Jiraga? All of my efforts are dedicated to saving the universe. Ha! You self-serving spudface. Is that what you think you're doing? All of this death and destruction isn't going to save anything. After all these years, how can you still not understand? There are far greater dangers that you need to be stopped. But at what cost, Hal? How many innocent lives must be lost? No, I will sabotage every one of your missions till my last dying breath. You disappoint me. Regardless, it would be in your best interest to surrender now. What can you possibly do? Fight the eclipse? Our armada blots out the sun. You wouldn't stand a chance. I can't believe you still call them that. The Eclipse are nowhere near what they used to be. Enough chatter, old friend. Looks like I just have to beat some sense into you. Come then, show me you aren't more bark than bite. We'll beat some sense into this fool, but we'll have to be quick about it. Once his weapons come online, we're gonna be in big trouble. Jiraga, I know all your tricks. We've fought side by side for so long, you cannot best me. I was always the better pilot. Okay, so we're going to select weapons from the control panel, and then we're going to target the ship here. So as you can see, we can mouse over each of these weapons by moving our mouse over the slots. And these also correspond to these slots. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's see what we've got. We've got a pea shooter, which has attack of 941. We've got the Apollo, which is splash damage. This is a missile. Attack 502 to 754. And then we've got Deafening Foghorn. It's a wave weapon and hits everything. Alright, and a Gate Crasher, which is piercing of shields. Now, it doesn't look like this ship has any shields, it just has hull points of 20,000, which is a lot. These are level 10 weapons, looks like it. And I'm looking at this with renewed interest because after the tutorial is when you get into the real meat of the game. Alright, so we want to get... I think we're just going to use our pea shooter. Now we have this thing called charge, and this is how many weapons we can fire per turn. So to maximize this, we'd probably either want to do 2 5s or 6 and a 4. So I think I'm going to do the 2 5s because, well, actually, the 6 and the 4 might be, I don't know, it's hard to tell. Because this one does up to 1064 damage. No, I want to go with this, the pea shooter, the laser, because it's very consistent damage. It will do 941. Alright, so we're going to choose them that way. You can also use the hotkeys 1 and 2, and then fire. There we go. Let's hit this ship. Alright. We head for 941 and 570. Okay, your puny weapons are no match for the something, he said. I missed it. just going to talk about the log here, but it does tell you in the log, because it's turn-based, that it shows you how much you hit for and what kind of things that you pick up and all that kind of thing. All right, we can use our shield to protect our weapons or the hull. Shield the damaged weapon by clicking on its corresponding slot number in the shield panel, and when you're ready, fire at his hull again. So this is the weapon that was hit, so we're going to select the shield, and the shield icon appears right in front of it there. Okay, we're going to try this again. Does he have any shields? He doesn't, there are no shield icons, and there's normally like a little bar system to indicate the shields. So let's try this again. 1 and 2. Okay, so he's going to send another cosmic bolt our way. Oh, okay. Ooh boy, here it comes. There's no running from them lasers. We just gotta take it down before it takes us down. Take no chances with Uraga. Get our laser weapons operational. We cannot afford to miss. He's always been a slippery one. Okay, so he hit... Yeah, we still need to protect this. Looks like it. That's the one he hit last time. Okay, so it looks like some of our weapons did heal. Right. Hal has a powerful laser weapon. Laser weapons are highly accurate, but can only attack a single target. We can fire multiple weapons if we have enough charge. Take that weapon down. So we have 12 charge, so that opens up our options for what we might want to do here. So the hull right now is invulnerable, so I'm not going to target that. That doesn't sound like a good plan to me. So we're going to take down the Star Seeker level 10. If you mouse over his weapons, you can see how they compare. So we're going to use weapon 1 and maybe 4 because they do the most damage. So let's fire those guys. All right, that was pretty decent damage, I gotta say. Oh no! Defense and evasion down on our slot 4 weapon. This one still has the least hit points, so I'm going to stay with that. All right, we got 15 charge. Holy fuzzy cats. So we can do a 6 and a 4 and a 5. So let's go with 1, 4, and then we'll go with number 2. Fire. Boom. Took out the weapon. Oh my goodness, my Eleanor is distressed about this. Here comes the big guns. His ship has far more weapons than we do. We'll have to try something else. I think I have just the trick. I tried to go easy on you, old friend, but the games are over. Okay, time for the ace up our sleeves. We can use special pilot skills in battle. They don't cost us a turn, but may consume charge. Click on the stasis lock skill below. Okay, so here are the skills that you can use. Cooldown of 20 turns. Stuns all enemy weapons for 4 turns. Let's click that thing. Here goes nothing. Stasis lock. Yeah. Right, so all of his weapons are stunned. He cannot use them at the moment. We have his ship on lockdown. It's a long journey. Long shot, but let's try to gun him down. Alright. Bah, you and your tricks, Jiraga. This is merely a setback. Okay. We have 26 charge. We can fire everything we've got. We've got a wave weapon. We've got missile. Attacks up to 3 times. That sounds pretty dangerous. Shrapnel. What is this? Flash fire. Pierces shields. That doesn't sound too good. Alright, let's get this one first. Let's get the missile. Or should we get... No, let's get this one. Alright, let me just basically fire everything we've got at this thing. And the ones that do splash damage will hit the other ones as well. There they go. You can see the weapon, the damage numbers building up there. Now this one should only need 1 more hit. So I'm going to hit it with the laser, the pea shooter. And then since we want this one... let's see, we have 14 charge left. So yeah, we can do 2 more weapons. Let's use our 3 and 4. Fire. Aha! There we go. Wow, that one's almost taken out. We can even use a lower end kind of weapon on this. Let's use number 3 here. Got 12 left. This is our gatecrasher. Railgun pierces shields. He doesn't have any shields at the moment. Oh, we can also target his hull. Ooh. But let's get the weapons off first. Alright, so let's use this one. 1 and 4. for that one. Kaboom. Yes. This one didn't go down. I'm surprised. Oh my god. Alright, what do we want? We want a splash damage. Let's hit that missile right on his hull, and hopefully, I don't know if it matters if you hit in the middle or not. This is something I don't know, but that's okay. We're going to try it out. Right, so let's use number 1 there and have our railgun. Let's do another splash one. This is the wave. Let's do the wave also. So that's number 3. Fire. Kabang! There we go. Right, and fire at will at the hull. Come on, crew, you can do it. In fact, I should use this one instead. Oh, there he goes. He's dead. He is dead. Okay, that's our cue. We need to live to fight another day. Why won't you listen? Why won't you understand? If you aren't with me, then you shall simply cease to be. Annihilate them. Okay, we need to get this flippin' spud out of here. Emergency warp. There we go. 14,511 souls later. This is the space bar. This is Cassie. Fay, what did you need from me to get from the hub again? Oh, Spud, not this again. Why are you wasting your time with Gigi's journal? Cassie, there could be some valuable information on where Gigi might be held, who we're dealing with, yada yada. You know, stuff that could lead us to finding him. It's been 6 months since Gigi was kidnapped. If there was anything in there that could have helped us, shouldn't we have found it by now? Well, if someone didn't drench this journal with coffee, I might have been able to get more out of this. I mean, there's no point in crying over spilt coffee, right? All that's salvageable is him recounting and patting himself on the back for that Eclipse battle he fought a long time ago. You know, the one he told us as kids? I mean, come on, Gigi's a good pilot, but not that good. Taking on a full assault from an Eclipse mothership piloted by Hal, the astral premier of Eclipse himself? No one survives that. If he really ate that blast head on, he wouldn't have had a ship to be in. Look at this hunk of junk. Hey, it isn't a hunk of junk. It has a name, a glorious name. Right, about that name. Awesome, right? I got it online off a name generator for all things cool and awesome. No, it's terrible. Change it. How dare you! The intergalactical anti-gluten-free Supremo Dorino Vegetable Shredder McChopster Doomship of Endless Fury is a beautiful, well-thought... It's stupid and a mouthful. You're stupid and a mouthful. Fine. Let's see you come up with a better name for the ship. Let's call it the SPUDNIK Sweetheart. Why not? How about the SPUDNIK Sweetheart? That's... well, okay. I really like that one. Fine. Why are you here anyway? Aren't you supposed to get to the crafting room and therapy room set up? Right. That's what you needed from the Star Hub. Alright. Give me 2 shakes. Remember not to overspend. We're almost out of starch and resources. We both know I probably will. But if we run out, we just gotta go get more. A couple of explorations should do the trick. Alright, time to get to work. The top left panel shows our HP and fuel. Once the hull hits 0, we go bye-bye. Protect it at all costs. So this is what she's talking about here, the hull points. The other panel on the right shows our resources and starch. So starch is the money that they're using, and these are the resources which basically you use to craft weapons and stuff. It reminds us how poor we are. Yes, indeed. We're docked at the Star Hub right now. Let's go get what Fay needs from there. Click the hub button, okay, which is right there. Okay, this is the Star Hub. It offers free refueling and repairs to get more edibles to stop by. Let's pop by the upgrades shop and get what we need. All right, so we need a... Okay, alrighty, let's see here. Fay wanted us to get a therapy facility and a crafting workshop. So here we go. Basic crafting workshop, 1,000, proceed. Therapy facility. I don't know what this is for yet, but I'm imagining it's like a health thing. Sweet. We got what Duchess Tyrant wanted. Let's head back to the ship. Oh hey, our crew members just got back. Every single one of them are unique little snowflakes. They have skills that will be very useful on our explorations. My favorite part. Let's craft some weapons. Click on the crafting workshop. Okay, so there's an info thing which can be accessed with this little eye up here, this button, and it's basically like the tutorial and it shows you what to do. So basically we need to assign a crafter and then assign a weapon type for that person to craft. So this is the machine. We have a boom barrage, which is a shrapnel weapon. So we can move this into the crafting machine, and then we pick a person. So we can look at, this is a combat specialist, Buffy. Scallion is it's like a leak. Okay, laser specialist. All right, but George Looney is the crafting specialist. I never noticed the name, but yeah. Anyway, very funny. Shrapnel crafting level 1. We're making a shrapnel weapon. Sounds like a perfect match, honestly. Okay, all right, we're done in here. Let's take a soul or two, and so let's leave them to it. Scroll out or click the exit button. So you can just scroll out, which is a really handy way to get to basically the ship overview again. Feels really natural. I like the UI so far. Okay, here we go. We got our first objective. We need to complete all our objectives before we can move to the next galaxy. All right, the bottom right panel shows the souls that we have left before the eclipse catches up with us. So this is the time we have to do stuff. We need to travel to the next galaxy before that happens, or we'll be in trouble. Remember, when we explore, travel, or skip, it takes up a soul. It's kind of like an in-game day, approximately. Click on the travel button on the bottom right to open the galaxy map. Right. Okay, it shows us all the planets in the galaxy. We're currently at the Star Hub. Look for Biari. It should have an objective tag on it. That's it there. It has the name of the planet at the top. So let's go travel there. Woohoo! All right, so it tells us difficulty, nothing, size medium. And these are the enemies. There's an unshakable battleship and a lurking interceptor. And these are the resources that we can pick up from there. And then, those are mirrored in the ones we have up here. But each planet seems to have different resources. So if you need a particular one, you can just target a planet with those specific resources that you need. Okay, so the overview screen shows us the current tasks that are in progress or that are complete. There's lots of other stuff you can look at here. So basically, our crafting workshop did produce this boom barrel, but or boom barrage. It's an average level, as you can see. There's a B right there. So we may want to craft a better one in the future. Sweet, we made it to Biari. Let's check in with Fay real quick. Okay, so we'll complete the objective. I'm assuming we're here orbiting this charming planet because you ran us out of starch. I like to think that I'm here to get us more riches, more spoils. Don't be such a wet blanket. Right, so what are we running low on? Everything? 10 points to Pufflehuff. I'm an Avenclaw, we both know that. But I digress. Do whatever needs doing, Cassie, but do it quickly. We have a couple of souls left before those Eclipse lackeys catch up with us. Ugh, Starchy and Hash again? Talk about persistent. They just don't understand us women. I mean, no means no, you know? I mean, I'm guilty of always talking about wanting someone who'd travel across the universe for me. But not like this, man. Not like this. Yeah, well, I don't want to get shot down in space or worse, put in an Eclipse cell. So get what we need from this planet and we'll head back to the hub and spud off before they catch up with us. Our ship's still reeling from the last time they tagged us. Yes, Taskmistress Fay. Peon, go work now. Work, work. Okay, time for an exploration. Before we head toward the planet's surfaces, we need to assign weapons on the bridge. So we're going to click the bridge. Here we assign weapons and crew on the bridge to their stations. Make sure to look at the weapons stats. Crew can affect weapon stats depending on the skills they possess. So when we looked at these skills, we're going to have to assign the correct person to the right thing. Right, so we have a boom barrage here. It's a kind of a crappy one. I think when I played earlier, I was lucky and I got like an A level 1, but this is a B, so it's good, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right, so we're going to put that one here, and let's choose... we have a pea shooter laser that does... Actually, maybe we don't want this one at all. I don't know. This one seems to do more damage. 50... Yeah, this one is much better, actually. So I'm looking at the damage right here. 56 to 84, and this is only 24 to 48. So we're going to get our pea shooter laser here. Now let's see if we have a laser specialist. Yes. So this one has laser fortification level 1. This is Scallion Johansson. I like the name, like Scarlett Johansson, Scallion Johansson. All right, lovely. Right, combat prowess level 1, damage control level 1. So Spuffy is going to be over here. And so they're ready to go. All right, looks like we're done. So we can scroll out and then explore the planet. All right, let's go click start. It tells you how much fuel is required. We have 81 fuel out of a max of 100. Remember, when we go to the space hub, we are refilled on fuel and the hull points. We're basically repaired for free. Okay, let's see what we can find here. A floating box. We've picked up the signals of some weird metallic floating box out in space. Do we want to reel it in and see what it is? The scanners didn't find anything wrong with it. Let's bring it on board. They bring it on board and open it up. They find it filled with all sorts of junk, which they dump into the resources bin. Nothing else valuable to it. Aw, that's too bad. I hoped it would be some treasure. Alright, we got status effect boon. Pea shooter also gets, and the Apollo get these effects. Antimatter +1, so as you can see, all of our resources have gone up by 1, which is very tasty nice. Ooh. Encounter 2. Those heavy weaponry look like trouble. Targeting the hull might be a good idea. Well, we're not scared. We're shaking with determination. These poor people. Right. Okay, so right now our shield is on the hull. Let's see what he's got. He's got 1 weapon, pea shooter. I think I want to take out the pea shooter because right here he's got a shield. That's 130, so we have to get through the shield first before we can actually start damaging the hull. By the time we do that, we might as well have taken out the weapon. So I'm just going to target this pea shooter. Okay, and we can only use 1 weapon because our charge is so low. Right. Pea shooter, take it out. Boom. Wow, it must have crit over there. Holy fuzzy cats. Yeah, it did a critical hit for 210 HP. That was very lucky. I think what we're going to do is we're going to hit this with the missile. Do we have enough? No, we only have 1. Well, we might as well just hit it with the missile so that it spreads, because it does splash damage. So let's try to hit this that way. Kaboom. Yes! And we did damage to the shield as well. Okay, Unshakable Battleship is trying to buy its escape with 590 starch. But we're not going to let them get away that easily. Forget it. We are just going to fire at will on this ship. Take down the shields. Here's the shields. You can see we broke the shield. And now we can actually shoot at the hull. Kaboom. Yes. Alright, and we'll just keep on shooting. Do we have enough? We have 6 left. Good. We can fire the second weapon as well. Kaboom. Down in flames. Battle earnings. So you get your destruction bonus, and you get a part salvage. Now, that part is going to allow us to build another pea shooter if we want it. Helping the elderly. Cassie and Fay are on their way back to the ship when they notice an old lady has fallen down, her groceries scattered everywhere. No one else seems inclined to help her. We need to help her, I think. We need to get going. So, no, we don't know. We're not going to wait for some other people to come here. Help this old lady. Cassie races to the old onion lady's side and helps her up while Fay picks up her groceries. They escort her back to her house, where her son gives them a nice sum of starch out of gratitude for their help. Okay, so we earned 350 starch for being nice, which is pretty cool. Ooh, those heavy weaponry look like trouble. Targeting the hull might be a good idea. Well, we'll see. Hey, there's a leak in your ship. Ha! There's a leak in his ship. Anyway, so let's see. It looks like our weapons are regenerating health, which is kind of nice. I'm not sure what provides that function, but I think it's pretty good. Right, so slot 1, they've got a pea shooter, which is, again, it's a very high damage weapon. So we're going to target it with our laser. Go kaboom! There we go. And I don't know if it might be healing just because it's a tutorial as well. I don't know. But it's a really good way to learn the game because you get a definite taste of what all happens in this world, which is very funky and goofy too. Okay, I think... Yeah, we're able to heal all of the damage, so I don't see any reason to move the shield from the hull at the moment. But I think we're going to use... Oh, we only have 5 charges. We'll hit it with the laser again. Now, you can upgrade your ship which we'll do in just a minute, I think. Okay, they're trying to buy their escape with 624 starch. No, I want to take them out. Just gonna kill them off because when you destroy their ships, you get the extra bonuses of finding weapon bits and other things like that. I've never actually bought an escape. I wonder if I don't know if it gives you any other benefit other than... Oh, it says it can escape in 7 turns. Okay, so it looks like you have to destroy them within X amount of time, or else they can escape and you won't get anything. So make sure you can kill them off and they'll be good. All right, so here is our kind of an overview. Right, we got our resources found. Fuel, we found 18 fuel and we found 1928 starch. And these are the engagements. We've had choice encounter, floating box, and then the old lady. And then we won against these 2 enemies. Right, so we got these 2 weapon components, which means we could upgrade what we have if we want. All right, 1 soul later. Woohoo, that was awesome. Let's check with Fay and give her an update. Donzo, this should be plenty. Or Dozone, oh my goodness. Sai, I guess this will have to do. I guess this will have to do? I think you mean, thank you, Captain, my captain, for all your hard work. I will get your drink from our space bar now. We're out of space lemon juice and vodka. Of course we are. We're broke, well, a little less broke now. Here, have some refreshing beverage instead. By refreshing beverage, do you mean water? It is refreshing, I'm not wrong. Everything is terrible. It's about to be much worse if we don't start heading back to the warp gate at the hub. We need to warp to the next galaxy, wherever that is, to throw them off our scent. Man, we just cannot catch a break. Back to the hub then. I think they'll have vodka back at the hub? Think our starch cache would magically double in weight by the time we get back? A simple no would have sufficed, Sassball. Okay, let's go back to the Star Hub then. We've got to go to Travel, and then click back here. Star Hub has this like little crate symbol where you can kind of buy stuff in their little gritty kind of cube world, cubey space station. It's got 7 souls left. Okay, we made it back in one piece. Let's see if Fay has anything for us to do. Let's complete the objective. We're back, and in the black. Starch falling out of my pack. Cass, do the universe a favor and never write lyrics. I'd be spudding amazing. No, you know what? I already am amazing. I'm a star. You're named after a few stars, Cassiopeia. As am I. Does that make me a star too? For Spud's sake. I'm a gloriously glowing sun, the center of everything. The planets dance around me. You're more like one of those old dying ones, all moldy with negativity, full of gas and flatulent and stuff. So, where are we headed this time? Doesn't matter. We still have 0 information on where Gigi's at. So I'll just dance my fingers across the coordinates panel like I always do. Yeah, anywhere but here. And if there's any last-minute stuff you need from the hub, go get it. We won't be coming back here. Alrighty, we're coming for you, Grandpa. We have no idea where you are, but we'll get there eventually. Alright, so we're not going to go to this shop. We're going to go to the next warp gate. Yes, we're going to go to the next galaxy and check it out. From what I've seen, every time you warp to the next galaxy, you end up at a space hub with sometimes better stuff that's there. Ugh, I'm still not used to this whole warping business. Use the bucket this time. I'm not cleaning that crap up again. But you're my sister. You're supposed to take care of me. I'm your younger sister. You should be taking care of me. But the whole useless older sister trope is cute, and I take care... Hey, you're late. Excuse me? This is an obnoxious potato. There's been another incident. We called you a soul ago. Took you long enough to respond. Whoa, buddy, you got the wrong spuds. We're just... That warping space cat has been a menace for far too long, stealing our food, knocking stuff over on purpose. Did you say warping space cat? How is that even possible? Spud if I knew. It blinks all over the place, stares us dead in the eye, and then knocks glasses and ceramics off the shelves. My precious china plate collection. Arg, now that you're here, animal control, nab that thing and get rid of it. But we're not animal... Absolutely, sir. We'll have it out of your hair. My apologies. Poor choice of words. Wait, what? We will? Think about it. If we caught this space cat that can warp at will, I could probably develop some new tech if I studied it for a while, and that will solve our warp problems. Genius! All right, I got this. Okay. Both of them are kind of the same. Not to worry, sir. My trusty sidekick and I will solve your pesky cat problem. For what? If anything, you're my... Bah, I couldn't care less. Get rid of that thing, or don't you dare show your face. No time to waste. To the Spudnik, sweetheart. Let's start by checking out the surrounding galaxies. It could have gone too far. Couldn't have gone too far. Curiosity killed the... no doubt the space cat. Right. Okay, I think we, let's take on this mission in the next episode because this is the beginning of another thing to do. We've gone through the tutorial and this promises to be a very interesting quest. So thank you so very much for joining me. Remember, if you would like to be in the drawing for the key for Holy Potatoes, a weapon shop, do write your name in the comment under my comment. Reply to my comment below so that I can use a random number generator and pick a winner. So I think we'll have 3 days for that contest, and I'll announce the results in episode, say, 4. So take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.